Imagine, for a moment, a European rover more formidable and advanced than any vehicle this continent has ever dared to send beyond our home planet, fearlessly forging its way across the moon's untouched, silent plains. This is not just a flight of science fiction fancy. It is a vision rapidly taking shape in laboratories and boardrooms across Europe. Meet Mona Luna, a project that could redefine the narrative of European space exploration, shift the balance of power in the coming lunar era, and open doors to innovation and economic opportunity that were previously the stuff of dreams. The question now facing Europe is both urgent and historic. Can this continent truly seize its place in the looming lunar gold rush, or will it be relegated to the sidelines as others capture the bounty of the moon? The stakes could scarcely be higher. The world stands at the threshold of a new epoch, one in which the moon is no longer just a symbol of national prestige or a playground for scientific curiosity, but a battleground for resources, technological supremacy, and global influence. For decades, the only rovers that traversed the lunar landscape carried the flags of the United States or the Soviet Union, with China joining these ranks only in recent years. Now, Europe is ready to make its mark, and it is doing so with a bold, unmistakable statement. Mona Luna, born from the ingenuity of Monaco-based Venturi Space, is no ordinary moon buggy. This is a technological colossus, stretching over 2.5 meters in length and nearly 1.75 meters in width, with a mass surpassing 750 kilograms. To visualize it, Mona Luna weighs more than a fully grown polar bear and is about as long as a compact city car. Each component is engineered for survival in one of the universe's most unforgiving environments. Its hyper-deformable wheels, inspired by all-terrain vehicles and fine-tuned through lessons from Arctic expeditions, can grip the moon's unpredictable regolith with a tenacity that defies the imagination. Its advanced suspension and steering systems are designed to conquer slopes and loose soil that could spell disaster for less sophisticated craft. Gildo Pastor, the visionary CEO of Venturi Space, puts it succinctly: "We are bringing our expertise to space research, where excellence is simply the norm." But what compels Europe to push so hard, and why now? The answer echoes through the annals of exploration. Whoever commands mobility on the moon will control access to its most coveted treasures. Beneath the lunar surface lie vast reserves of water ice, a potential lifeline for future astronauts and a critical ingredient for producing rocket fuel. There is also helium-3, a rare isotope that could one day power nuclear fusion reactors, promising clean energy for the entire planet. Such resources have the potential to transform entire economies, create new industries, and generate untold wealth. Mona Luna is not just a machine, it is Europe's passport to this new frontier. Let's pause to marvel at the technological feats packed into this rover. Mona Luna's electronics and battery systems are meticulously engineered to endure the moon's punishing extremes, where temperatures can fluctuate by hundreds of degrees between blazing lunar day and the frigid, starless night. Lunar night lasts for roughly 14 Earth days, plunging the landscape into darkness colder than the remotest regions of Antarctica. Mona Luna's survival depends on batteries and thermal systems that push the boundaries of contemporary engineering. Antonio Delfino, Director of Space Affairs at Venturi Space, explains, "With Mona Luna, we want to achieve significant technological breakthroughs that pave the way for extended lunar mobility." Yet despite its technological prowess, Europe faces a critical and somewhat ironic predicament. The continent is home to world-class rockets, like the Ariane series, and advanced landers such as Argonaut, designed to ferry cargo to the lunar surface. But there is still no dedicated, fully funded European lunar rover program. NASA, alongside a wave of ambitious private American companies, is investing heavily in next-generation lunar vehicles designed not only for science, but for mining, construction, and even tourism. Meanwhile, China and Russia are forging international partnerships, pooling their resources to lay claim to the moon's future. In this escalating race, Europe risks being left behind, both literally and metaphorically. The challenges are formidable. Engineering a rover that can withstand the moon's harsh environment, from searing radiation to abrasive dust and relentless cold, while also positioning Europe as a leader in commercial lunar activities, is a daunting task. The difficulties extend far beyond hardware. Public-private partnerships must be forged. Funding must be secured amid political debates and shifting national priorities. And, most critically, Europe must safeguard its technological autonomy. As Clive Neal, a leading lunar scientist, warns, in situ resource utilization will drive the design of future rovers, focusing on resource extraction and processing. Whoever arrives first, equipped with the right tools, will set the rules for all who follow. Let's zoom out and examine the broader landscape. Europe stands at a crossroads, its future in space hanging in the balance as decisions are made in boardrooms and government ministries. The upcoming European Space Agency funding conference looms large. The fate of Mona Luna, and perhaps the entirety of Europe's lunar ambitions, could hinge on a single vote. The stakes are not only technical or economic, they are deeply political. Will Europe seize the moment to lead, or let a fleeting window of opportunity close forever? To better understand what's at stake, let's explore two contrasting scenarios and their possible ramifications for Europe and the world at large. In the first scenario, Europe rises to the challenge. The necessary funding is secured, and robust public-private partnerships are forged among space agencies, industrial giants, and nimble startups. Mona Luna becomes Europe's entry ticket to the new lunar economy. Picture this. A European rover methodically traverses the lunar surface, mapping resources, supporting astronaut crews, and playing a vital role in the creation of international lunar bases. In this future, Mona Luna could be the first European vehicle to lay the foundation for lunar mining, establish scientific and industrial outposts, and even open the moon to new forms of tourism. Clive Neal is emphatic. In situ resource utilization is not just a buzzword, it is the future of exploration. Whoever masters it wins the next era. Now consider the opposite path, hesitation and delay. If European leaders falter, the continent could be locked out of critical partnerships and arrive late to a lunar gold rush dominated by American, Chinese, and private interests. The price of waiting would be measured not only in missed contracts or opportunities, but in a loss of influence and technological leadership that could take generations to recover. Antonio Delfino offers a stark warning. There is a gap in Europe's vision. The time to act is now, before the window closes. There is another, less obvious gamble at play, the technology race against the clock. Surviving the lunar night, with its 2 weeks of darkness and temperatures plunging far below anything found on Earth, is among the most daunting challenges. Venturi's investment in advanced batteries and hyper-deformable wheels could become Europe's secret weapon, or, if support wanes, a lost opportunity that leaves the continent scrambling to catch up. Envision the headlines if Mona Luna is the only rover to survive a month-long lunar night, while all others freeze in place. Such a feat would not only elevate Europe's standing in space, but shake the global technology industry to its core. But the rewards, if grasped, extend far beyond the moon. Success with Mona Luna could unlock a cascade of commercial spin-offs. The battery innovations, materials science breakthroughs, and advanced software developed for lunar survival could flow back to Earth, revolutionizing electric vehicles, transforming renewable energy storage, and pushing the frontier of robotics. Gildo Pastor, Venturi Space's CEO, captures the stakes succinctly. We are bringing our expertise to space research, where excellence is simply the norm. Let's delve deeper into the technical marvels of Mona Luna. The rover's hyper-deformable wheels are the result of years of research, drawing inspiration from both Arctic survival gear and endurance racing automobiles. These wheels are not only adept at gripping the moon's loose regolith, but can flex and conform to obstacles, ensuring the rover can navigate hazards that would stop traditional vehicles in their tracks. The lessons learned from these wheels are already being applied here on Earth, powering electric race cars and supporting explorers in the world's harshest environments. At its core, Mona Luna is fortified with radiation-hardened electronics, shielded from the unrelenting cosmic rays and solar storms that bombard the lunar surface. Its thermal control system employs advanced insulation, heat pumps, and phase change materials to keep its delicate instruments alive during extreme temperature swings. All vital components are housed near the rover's center, where thermal management is most efficient, a testament to the deep understanding of lunar challenges within the Venturi space team. Mona Luna is more than just a machine. It is a symbol of European ambition and innovation. Its development marks a turning point in European space policy, one that embraces risk, champions technological independence, and positions Europe as a true contender in the emerging lunar economy. Bringing Mona Luna from concept to reality will require not just engineering excellence, but vision, leadership, and a willingness to invest in the unknown. To appreciate the full magnitude of this project, let's consider the broader context. The moon is rapidly becoming a new frontier for geopolitical rivalry and economic competition. While NASA is assembling a fleet of sophisticated robotic explorers and China is planning an array of manned and robotic missions, Europe's seat at the table is far from assured. The China-Russia International Lunar Research Station, for example, is poised to become a hub for technology sharing, scientific discovery, and resource extraction. In this shifting landscape, Mona Luna could be Europe's golden ticket, or a sobering lesson in missed opportunity. History is replete with examples of nations that seized first-mover advantage and reaped lasting rewards. In the early days of the space race, it was the United States and the Soviet Union that invested assertively in rockets, satellites, and lunar landers, setting the pace for decades of innovation. In more recent times, industries like renewable energy and artificial intelligence have been dominated by those bold enough to act early and decisively. The lesson is clear. In lunar exploration, as in all emerging fields, those who lead set the rules, while those who hesitate are resigned to follow. Let's turn to the practical implications for everyday citizens and technology enthusiasts. The next technological revolution may unfold hundreds of thousands of kilometers away, but its impact will be felt in every corner of our lives. The advanced materials, batteries, and software developed for Mona Luna could soon find their way into the electric vehicles we drive, the renewable energy grids powering our cities, and the robots transforming our industries. If Europe nurtures and scales its innovation, these breakthroughs could become global exports, creating jobs, wealth, and sustainable industries for generations. But there is more at stake than technology and economics. Mona Luna's story is a testament to the power of vision and timely investment. In every new industry, from aviation to computing to biotechnology, fortune has favored those who dared to dream big and move before the crowd. If Mona Luna fails to attract the resources and political backing it needs, Europe could see its most promising technologies commercialized elsewhere, enriching competitors and eroding the continent's own industrial base. Let's look at the ripple effects for European society. A successful lunar rover program could inspire a new generation of scientists, engineers, and entrepreneurs. Just as the Apollo missions sparked a global surge in STEM education and economic growth, the Mona Luna project could ignite passion for innovation across Europe. Universities and technical schools would see increased enrollments. Startups would emerge to commercialize spin-off technologies. Established companies would be incentivized to invest in research and development. This virtuous cycle could drive European competitiveness for decades. What would it mean for Europe's role on the world stage? A successful Mona Luna mission would send a powerful signal. Europe is not content to be a follower. It is ready to lead, to collaborate as an equal partner in international space endeavors, and to shape the regulatory and ethical frameworks that will govern lunar resource extraction, environmental protection, and human settlement. By taking a proactive stance, Europe could influence the rules of the lunar game, ensuring that its values, sustainability, cooperation, and peace, are embedded in the next phase of space exploration. There is also an important aspect of international collaboration to consider. While competition is fierce, the complexity and cost of lunar exploration demand cooperation. Mona Luna, as a European flagship project, could become a catalyst for joint missions with partners from North America, Asia, and beyond. Shared expertise, joint research, and co-developed infrastructure would not only reduce costs, but foster goodwill and peaceful relations. Europe's tradition of diplomacy and multilateralism could be its greatest asset in this new arena. Now, let's not overlook the environmental angle. The moon's pristine environment is both a scientific treasure and a fragile ecosystem. Mona Luna's development includes advanced dust mitigation systems and environmentally conscious design, aiming to minimize its ecological footprint. By championing responsible exploration, Europe can set a high bar for sustainability, influencing global standards and ensuring the moon remains a resource for all humankind. There is a lesser-known secret. Some of the most advanced battery and materials technologies developed for Mona Luna are already being put to work on Earth. From cutting-edge electric racing cars that break speed records to Arctic survival equipment that saves lives in the harshest conditions, these innovations are making our world safer, cleaner, and more efficient, even before Mona Luna touches the lunar surface. This is technology transfer in action, delivering immediate benefits to society. So, what can you do? As viewers, citizens, and technology enthusiasts, your voice matters now more than ever. The future of Europe's place in the lunar gold rush may hinge on the collective will to support daring, visionary projects like Mona Luna. If you believe in a future where Europe leads rather than follows, now is the time to act. Engage with your representatives, advocate for public investment in science and technology, and inspire the next generation to dream beyond our planet. And finally, let's make it personal. What would you want Mona Luna to explore first? Would you prioritize the search for water ice, the prospect of helium-3 as a new energy source, or the investigation of mysterious lava tubes that could one day shelter human colonies? Your curiosity and engagement could help shape the mission priorities of tomorrow. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the global tech race. The next chapter of lunar exploration